how does a misaligned doc move to the next practice growth stage? In the misaligned doc stage, you're constantly picking up the slack of others. You're filling in the gaps, you're reacting to crises, you're a firefighter in training. And the underlying problem is that you can't get your team on the same page and working in the same direction. To level up your practice in this practice growth stage 2, and keep growing, you've got to learn how to align your team, give them purpose, clarify their roles. This stage involves identifying practice misalignments and correcting them, adding additional team members, and ends when you hire your first associate. To go from this stage to the next stage requires building upon the foundation that was established during practice growth stage 1 with team building and system development. It's all about focusing on the right things to grow at this stage. Some skills that you need to level up from the misaligned doc stage include your mission. You need to really make sure that your mission is crystal clear, that you've defined that big why, that you can build that purpose-driven practice behind the mission, and that you've connected your team with the mission on a consistent basis, that it's consistently communicated to them. The vision is also really important in this stage. You got to cast a vision that's worth reaching to give your team purpose, work together towards a preferred future. Core values are also really important at this misaligned doc stage. Clarifying those values that determine how you and your team work together. Make sure your core values are consistently communicated, rewarded, trained on, and all team members are held accountable to the standard. Role clarity is also crucial in the misaligned doc stage. You got to break up with chaos. You got to have clearly defined roles and responsibilities with KRAs, which are key results areas, KPIs, which are key performance indicators. Defining roles through position agreements and job scorecards can help doctors in the misaligned doc stage start to move out of that stage. And then communication. Communication has to be huge in this stage. Not only communication with patients, but also with your team. You got to get used to repeating yourself. You've got to consistently charge your team and help your team to align behind the mission, vision, values by talking about it all the time, and your patients as well. The more your team can align behind your mission, vision, and values, the more that you can continue to grow. In the misaligned doc stage, just as patients who are subluxated they're able to function, your practice is functional as well. But there's so much more potential that your practice has if you can move beyond complacency and focus on making a bigger impact in your community. Just as when you correct misalignments for your patients and they begin to truly thrive, when a practice is in the misaligned doc stage, begins to correct its misalignments, the results can be spectacular. Our practice growth guides love helping doctors in this stage address the misalignments in their practices so they can begin to blaze a trail to greater impact, influence, and income. Schedule an initial practice growth session with our team at ucmpracticegrowthsystems.com. That's ucmpracticegrowthsystems.com. So we can begin to assess your mission, your vision, your values, your KRAs and KPIs, your team, your systems, and all of these things to determine what to prioritize to help you grow to $35,000, $40,000 a month in collections, hire your first associate, and help your practice become the best version of itself. Again, visit ucmpracticegrowthsystems.com and start growing. Go team upper cervical.